I'm not entirely sure what she's shooting at. Oh. Look at this bin. I'm gonna punch it. That's making me dizzy. Well, ladies and gentlemen, this is the Overwatch beta. So I thought I would play some and record some in glorious 2K. So at the moment, we're going to be attackers in about 11 seconds, so I'm going to play a round of attacking and a round of defending and show off the game a little bit. Now I'm playing as the bow and arrow guy, I forget his name right now. But he's a pretty cool guy, he's got a nice little wall climb. And, oh, yeah, they're camping the spawn already. So they're defending these guys on the other team. And try and take this genius out. There we go. I'm getting used to the arrows now. There's the, as you can see, is the arrow ninja. And he's got a really good special attack. But we're just trying to make it out of our spawn at the moment. Normally, the enemy team would be defending the objective rather than just coming down and camping the spawn, but I suppose everyone's got a different play style. Oh. So, Overwatch, what is it? Well, it kind of plays like Team Fortress 2, and I didn't really like Team Fortress 2, but I am loving this game so far. I know that might seem like heresy to some people, but I didn't really enjoy Team Fortress. I enjoyed the comedy, I enjoyed some of the characters, but I didn't really like the gameplay. It felt a bit rigid and kind of stiff, but oh, that was lucky. But now I've got my special move with Q, which every character has a special move, some better than others. Now for this guy, he fires dragons that go through the map like this. And I was hoping there was going to be some enemies, but we're already taking over the area. So I'm on a 5-player kill streak, which is always good. And so if I fire my sonic arrow again, you see it marks people in red that are close by. A recon assist point was added there. So we've now got to escort this objective all the way to their spawn point. And it's really tough, but very enjoyable. As you can see, I'm just riding the objective now. Because if you go away from it, and if no one stands next to it, it moves even slower from what I've seen. And if the enemy gets to it, it starts going backwards. So you got to stick with it. Which I don't think my teammate realised, or they just thought I would be okay sitting back. So his secondary ability with the arrow is to fire a bunch that bounce off walls, which is really good for close quarters. Like that, and for firing randomly and hoping for the best. So that guy's using the character Bastion, who has the ability to become a sentry turret. And this is Reaper. He's a very, very unfriendly character with double shotguns, but I made short work of him. Now I just wanted to get rid of this goddamn turret. And so I thought I would unleash my special, and then ask him to dodge that one. And there he goes. So we're still pushing forwards. Getting loads of points for escorting the payload. So really the idea is your team should kind of stick with the payload, but, you know, when you're playing with a bunch of randoms, things always go differently than according to plan. Now I don't know how I got that guy. Even that, watching that back, I think an arrow bounced around the corner and got him, which is kind of impressive. I would love to have seen it from his perspective. So at the moment we're having a cracking time. And as I say, I'm getting used to this character now. He's one of my favourites. My other favourite is Reaper. I won't tell you too much about him, I'll save that for another video. But in this video you're going to see the arrow guy, whose name I forget, and Bastion, the robot slash sentry turret, because that's one of his special abilities. Not his main super special. But there we go, victory! Victory is ours! So yeah, Reaper's the one with the dual shotguns there. He's a really fun character to play as. So Little Richard, player of the game. And so now we get to see one of his best moments in games, his highlights. Now that feature I really like. I hope they keep that after the beta, because it's really good to see why somebody was MVP rather than just, hey, this guy was the best on the team. I voted for myself there because why not? So, moving on to defenders. Now this is with the same people, this is just the round straight afterwards. So Bastion, his super special main, he transforms into a tank. Yes, you heard that right, he just simply transforms into a tank. But his best mode, really, with shift, he transforms into a stationary sentry gun. Now, while that sounds OP, you are incredibly vulnerable because you cannot move. Obviously, you can turn, but you can't move. And it takes a second or two to deploy and a second or two to undeploy, as you'll see. That doesn't seem like a long time, but on this game, that is a long time. So while we're here and not doing anything, I'm going to show you my resolution and what graphic settings I'm running at. I'm also using DxTory to record, and at this point, I was running an SLI. So you can see, high everything that's high, ultra everything that's ultra. The game runs beautifully. The only thing I haven't tried so far is 4K. But considering I'm recording lossless, I'm going to assume I could definitely play in 4K 60 FPS if I wanted to. But my monitor doesn't go that high, so couldn't do that. All my 4K videos are done on my lounge TV. So we're defending, even though most of my team have just run off to go kill people. No one's played the game properly in the beta. It makes me cry. So there goes my friends dropping like flies. And now all the enemy are coming to me. So my other special ability there is self-repair, which again leaves you open to attack because you can't fire back. So you gotta pick and choose your times carefully. I was contemplating moving them, but I decided to just wing it, hope for the best, and it worked out beautifully. So there's one of those flying guys, I really hate them. But I like to shoot them down. So yeah, Bastion is by far one of my favourite characters, especially when it comes to defending. You are vulnerable, but sometimes you get in the right spot and you can just mow enemies down like no tomorrow. It did take them a fair while to cotton on to the fact that I could be killed in this corner. I got trying my best to repair, couldn't, but I've unlocked my special ability, my super special ability. So there's the kill cam. It just fired a bunch of rockets my way. Not a lot I could do there. So they're now contesting the area. I'm trying to get back as quickly as possible to transform into a tank and hopefully wreck a few people. And do a good job of being a defender. So here we go, transmorph. Just let them have it. One down. Two down. They're back into sentry mode. Now I know this seems a little bit like camping, but this is kind of powering the course for defending. You should kind of all be here defending. And this kind of is what this character does. So that was that guy's special that was really badly aimed. Now here comes one of their tanks with his big old shield that you can eventually break. Oh, hammer time. That was a sniper on the other team. I'm not exactly sure what she was trying to do. So I'm going to play a kill streak again. It's not all about the kill streaks though. It's not exactly COD this game. I'm just glad I'm doing a good job of keeping the enemy away from the objective. So that was an interesting move from the ice character. She has the ability to deploy a big wall of ice. that's completely invulnerable for a short period of time. It's a good way to block off exits and block off entrances. Or put up a big old defense. So I've got tank mode again, but we're running out of time. See, there you go. She goes to deploying one randomly. I know it was a waste, but I wanted to make short work of that character. Oh! I got wrecked. But at least I took one of them with me. And this is Tracer. He's another character that a lot of people like to play as. He's really funky. He can shoot forward into a position and also rewind time and go back in time, get his health back and be in a different position. Really funky. If you guys want to see more, let me know and I'll play as some of the other characters. Not sure what happened to that guy, but his icon went crazy. Oh, well, I just walked into hell. Damn. Well, that was Reinhard. And his super special makes you stunned, so there was no way I was getting out of that. Not without a healer backing me up, which I didn't have. So for me at the moment, personally, I think the healing characters are a bit wimpy. I know that is kind of par for the course for healers, but it does feel as though they are so weak that if you need to defend yourself as a healer, you're pretty screwed, unless you're incredibly lucky. But we'll see. It's the beta, guys. Things are always subject to change. So I came up here to come around and be a turret again and have a height advantage. Try and swat some more flies. Basically trying to be a pain in the ass and a thorn in the enemy's side. So the idea would be to eliminate all the enemies so we can try and push the transport back again. Like that, you can see just for a split second there. As I was telling people that we need to get on it. Because we need to stop it from approaching our base. So every time you die you can pick a new hero, but obviously I was trying to demonstrate my personal favourite characters at the moment. As tempting as it was to switch. Now, a weird thing that I think I should point out is that anybody can play as any character they want. There could be 4 Bastions in the game, and it does seem a little bit crazy. I don't think they should allow you to have teams of more than 2 of the same character. Because we had a round where the entire enemy team played as Reaper and then just shotgunned the crap out of that team, and we couldn't leave the spawn point. It was pretty dire. If you're familiar with Rainbow Six, just imagine how crazy it would be if everybody on the enemy team could be Fuse. And Fuse every single room. It would be bad. So again, trying to do my best at being a turret. As you can see now, because we're in the vicinity, it is now going backwards. And basically all we need to do now is keep the enemy at bay. Now that was an amazing shot. I'm not sure what that was going to do exactly. Sometimes spraying and praying can be good though. Damn! Got rigged. Oh, here we go. You'll get to see some Tracer action now. As he rewinds, comes back, finishes me off. But we did win! And I got an achievement of well played. So it all worked out well in the end. And Dush, as Bastion, was the player of the game apparently. Oh, he was going ham with a tank at some point. Nice. Beautiful. Well guys, that was my first Overwatch video. I hope you enjoyed it. And if you want to see more, do let me know in the comments. And I'll catch you guys in another video very soon. And don't forget, 24-hour stream happening in about 6 hours. So do drop by for that as well if you would like to see more, because we're probably going to be playing this. Thanks for watching, guys. See you in the next one.